Greetings, traders. It is July 5th, 2022, and I've got one position open here on ES. It has gone long on the signal, and I missed the NQ. It's also gone long, and I'm waiting on the YM to go. I couldn't take GC or CL today. The stops are too big, although CL was good so far for like 200 ticks. So I could have taken it, but the stop was really big, like $8,000 stop, 800 tick stop. So very risky to take something like that, even though it was good. GC, though, also a very big stop, and so far it's not been good yet. At least that I know of. It doesn't look like it's been good. I have to measure it. It doesn't look like it. Anyway, so I didn't take those two, and also I missed Bitcoin. I was going to take it today, and I missed it. So, but I am catching ES. I will catch the YM, and well, that's it right there. Those two instruments here. I'll be back. Okay, so I have set up a buy stop limit order at 30,690 to get me in long with the signal on the YM. But since the ES has already gone long, if I had wanted to, I could just take it long right now on the YM. It's just going to go up and go long. But the thing is that you taking the signals won't know that. And so what I'm doing is I'm just playing the signal. So you could see that if you were playing the signal, you would do the same exact thing as what I'm doing here, because I'm just playing the signal. You wouldn't know that, you wouldn't necessarily know. If you were watching on your computer and you saw the ES and the NQ both go long already, well, then you could take the YM. You don't want to do it if just one of them go, but if both of them go, like today, you can go ahead and take it. So, you know, I understand most people probably wouldn't know that, so I'm just playing the signal. Also, you wouldn't necessarily know that today looks like it's setting up to be a big day. You know, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think it's going to be a big day. I think it's going to go up pretty big here. So I'm looking for a $1,000 trade on the ES right here. And I'm looking for a $1,000 trade on the YM as well. For the ES, that represents $20, $20 move, and for the YM, that represents a 100 tick or a 200 tick move. ES is a 80 tick move or $20 move. Okay, I got such a great opportunity to jump in here long on the YM. I'm going to cancel this order. I've got a really great opportunity to jump in here. It's come down really good, and I just went long on it manually. Got a long position here. And so here's the trick. I just want to show you. If you're getting the signals, you're going to get the signal for the YM, the ES, and the NQ. You can keep track of these three, and if you see two of them take an entry, both go long or both go short, doesn't matter which two, any one of those three, if two of them go long or short, and they both have done it, you can take the entry on the third one and do it early. And sometimes, like today, you can get a really super good price. So this is like a 200 tick better price on this particular code. So it's a lot. I could go for about 400 ticks here. That's a lot. So by doing that, you can get a much bigger trade than you normally could. They don't come around every day, but they do come around from time to time. Let's say maybe as much as once a week, and probably average about once every 2 weeks, roughly, maybe something like that. You could see one and get this great opportunity. So keep your eye out for it when you get the signals, and you'll be able to hit these. Just be able to go back and forth between each one, or let's say you could do the ES or the YM, and you get, you know, the NQ and the YM go long, and you could take the ES early, or vice versa. We got the ES and the NQ to go long. You could take the YM early, like I'm doing right now. So whichever one you could take early and get more ticks off of, that's a better way to go, obviously. Anyway, just wanted to show you that trick, and I will demonstrate it for you here. How, you know, it's very effective. Works very good. You just need to know the code, which the signals tell you the code every day. I'll be back. Okay, both instruments are moving up here. It's just a question of how much should I be going for at this point. The YM, not counting the YM, because the code is with reference to the ES, where I originally took my first entry. That I'm looking for $1,000 trade, which is 80 ticks on the ES. So I'm looking for this one to get there first. Once it enters there, I can get out of the YM. Or if the YM gets to I have to calculate it and see what it comes out to be. Let me go ahead and calculate it. I'll be right back. Yeah, I should be able to get 1,000 on. Wait, let me calculate that again. Okay, I knew I had made a mistake. It's 1,400 on the YM. Should be the exit point. And ES 1,000. So we're looking for 1,400/1,500 on the YM and 1,000 on the ES. When they get there, I'll jump out manually. Okay, ES moving up here a bit. I might be able to get a little bit more than 1,000 on the ES because, see, mathematically speaking, the YM needs to catch up and actually surpass what the ES currently is. And the ES really won't stop going up until the YM does that. So I could actually wait for the YM to get to where it should go before I get out of the ES. If I wanted to take the risk on it, it would be, you know, it would be some risk. But this is what should happen though. So if you wanted to take a risk on something that should happen, it's a relatively good risk. Just don't give up all your profit, obviously. So, but I may just jump out though when it reaches 1,000, because technically that was my plan from the very beginning. Or let's just put it this way, that's the signal. The signal is between 40 and 80 ticks. So I'm going on the high side of the signal, which is 80 ticks, which is $1,000 on the ES. So if I just stick to the signal, I will get out at $1,000. I just happen to know that it's likely to go even higher today. But I did call that out just a little while ago in the signal. I'll be back. Okay, ES is getting close to my $1,000 target. The thing is that I really think it's going to go a bit higher. It's a possibility I could get 1,500 today on the ES, and right around 1,500 on the YM as well. It is possible. Just looking at it, when it gets to 1,000, I'll make a decision. Might just jump out real quick or let it go. Okay, it's making a move here. Just went over 1,000. There it goes again. All right, taking a look at it on the code. Taking a look. Yeah, it really looks like it's going to go higher to me. I'm taking a risk by not getting out, but I do think it looks like it's going to go higher. And the YM is going to go, it's actually gone the code long now, so it's going to go up at least 100 ticks. So I could basically wait for the YM to make its move up to about 1,400, and then wherever the ES is at that time, I could get out there. You should be able to nail it using that technique. But if the ES hits 1500, I'm just going to jump out. I'll jump out at 1500 for sure. And YM starting to catch up here. Might make a move, so I'm going to get out of both of them relatively quickly. Okay, I'll come right back. Okay, I think it's going to go up higher, but I'm going to jump out here on the ES so that I can concentrate now on the YM. Switch over to the YM here. Okay, so now technically the YM should make it up to, let's call it 790. It should make it up to 790. So that's a code signal. In other words, it should be good up to 790 off of this code. Oh, ES just shot up again. I could have held on to it for more. Anyway, so now I'm looking for the YM to hit 790 and then I'll jump out. I've already got 1,000 on it. I could take it right here if I wanted to. But technically, mathematically, with respect to the code, it should make, with respect to the signals that I sent, it should make it 100 ticks. So 790 should be the exit. You can see from me jumping in earlier today, by using that technique of knowing that the NQ and the Y and in the ES had already gone long, and it had made a move down, and I jumped in here, and then you could see it's just shot up. I probably could go for more than just the 100 here, but it's going to be a really good profit, and I'm just going to take it. So we're coming up on it now. Just needed to hit 790. Went up to 757 right there. I'll come back. Wish I would have taken the YN or the NQ. That one's worth like $2,000 trade already. NQ is a really big money maker. Okay, getting close here on the exit. Just shot up to 773. When it hits 790, I will jump out manually at market. Just going to be patient and wait for it to get up there, because technically it should make it. Now it could only make it 80 ticks, but it's not likely. No, it's not likely. It's going to keep going. It should make it. In fact, I probably could get 200 ticks today off of this trade. Going for 100 is pretty conservative. And in the signal that I send, this trade, as I send it, in the signal is worth 100 to 200 ticks. So the 100 ticks is already built in. 200 ticks is what it could go to very easily. That's what the signal is worth over and over again, 100 to 200 ticks. And I think today it's probably going to be worth 200. Okay, almost there on DYM here. Just need to hit 790 and I can jump out. Now again, it's probably going to be worth 200, but you know, you taking the signal, of course you're not going to know that, but it's hard to explain how I know. Well, I don't know, but hard to explain why it looks so good. But you see how it just keeps stair-stepping itself up. It's getting ready to really rip higher here. But you wouldn't necessarily know that though. But you could go for the 100 ticks. As you see me going for it, the trade is worth 100 ticks. Almost every time. 200 ticks about 50% of the time, roughly. It depends on the market. The market's moving a lot, it's more than 50%. Market's not moving as much, it's less than 50%. So it just depends on how much the market is moving at that time, at the current time. Still just waiting for it to shoot up here and I'll get out. Okay, wants to wait a little bit. I'll wait a little bit too. I'll come back. Okay, here it comes. I'm gonna jump out here. Did it hit 90?
91 already.
91. It's still gonna go higher, so just wait for it to go higher and then I'll get out and mark it. Here we go. Alright, get out now. Okay, I am out. See how it's gonna shoot up even higher? It's okay. The signal, 100 to 200 ticks. If you take 100 ticks every day off every signal, you will win virtually every time. You're not going to know when to go for the big ones and when not to. You know what I mean? But just take 100 every time. And if you want, you can hang on to it. You can see it shooting higher here. You can just go for it. But if it starts coming back down, right now you could put a stop on it at 100 ticks and let it go for 200. So that works a lot, especially on circumstances like this. It's likely to just keep moving higher here. Anyway, that's all the trades I'm going to take, all the signals I'm going to take. I missed the NQ. It was very successful, even more than the YM is. And I did not send out GC and CL today because the stops were just too big. And so that's and BTC is up big. It's a lot. Let's see, 600 up to, well, it's not that much. It's about 1,200 ticks on the BTC, which is a lot. It's like a $6,000 trade on BTC. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with more signals.